you wouldn't invite the general public, a random selection of the general public to come view that situation, don't post it of your kid online. I'm sorry, bath pictures don't belong on the internet. I don't care if they're on your Facebook, just your private Instagram story. They don't belong on the internet. So many things moms post don't belong on the internet of their kid. The general public is on the internet. So many things that are innocently posted online end up in horrific parts of the internet, end up on horrific people's computers. Stop posting your kids in weird situations on the internet.
I've talked to a lot of pedophiles in my career, and when they can't access child porn, do you know what they use? The New York Times did an investigation of child influencers. You can't have an Instagram account if you're under 13, so parents are running accounts for children. Although it's incredible to use social media to start a savings account for your kids, they can go to college and buy a house and a car, bad things are happening. Companies will send you clothing to put on your kids. If you post your kid in that outfit, you can make $3,000 on one post. Here's the problem. They looked at 5,000 child accounts and 32 million followers were adult men. Meta has disclosed that over 500,000 accounts every day have inappropriate content or interactions. When a parent posts a picture of a child and they appear more sexualized, like in a bathing suit, they get far more likes and comments from adult men.
I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't post online, but there's a reason that I personally will never share my son. If you do have a public account and choose to share your child, please take extra measures to ensure their safety. Never, ever post in real time. Also be mindful of what you post them wearing, and here I'm specifically talking about their schools and sports teams. You never want somebody to be able to zoom in on a photo and know where they could find your child. The information I post is never to scare you, but to be very real with you. Knowledge is power. Don't be an ostrich and stick your head in the sand. This is the real world that we live in. Very unfortunate, but true. I have a degree in criminology and psychology, and I share daily safety tips. Be sure to give me a follow, and as always, stay safe out there.
If you are going to post your child on social media for the entire world to see, the least you can do is not post them in their diapers, not post them during bath time, and not post them eating. Because the disturbing reality is that there are more than 500,000 child predators online every single day. And you are handing these people access to your child's body. Although we may be able to watch these videos and think, oh my God, how cute and innocent and sweet, there are some out there that are seeing that content and doing extremely disturbing things with it. I just saw a video of a little girl singing "You Are My Sunshine" in her diaper, and it was one of the cutest things I've seen. And it made me laugh until I saw the amount of saves. Because out of those 106,000 saves, I can pretty much guarantee that one person, if not hundreds of people, saved that video not to go back and laugh. They are saving and rewatching that video to mentally violate your child's body. The only true way to protect your child is to not post them at all. Even if you have a private account, look at the people who follow you. Do you really know those people? Because even people you think you really know can be someone else. But the very least you can do is not post content of your child that pedos are seeking out. And if you have a viral video of your child, look at the saves and know that not all of those people are good people and not all of them have good intentions. You are the person allowing these people to get off on your child. So please reconsider.
Can we please stop posting everything our kids do online? Can we please stop oversharing our kids' personal business? Let's talk about it. So in this digital age, everyone has a digital footprint. Once you have been online, you have a digital footprint. And that digital footprint can follow you for your life, like your entire lifetime. Sharing thing is something that I've been seeing a lot of, because we now live in a digital age. Parents, for some reason, are finding it entertaining to post sensitive or even distasteful content online. And I really have a problem with that. Now, I have no issue with posting your child online, maybe if they accomplished a huge milestone, or if they are, sharing their skills and hobbies, and it's something that you think can really benefit the community, the world, whatever. But a lot of people have been posting content online, for example, of children literally gyrating themselves. And I'm not talking about cute, children, innocent dances. I'm talking about gyrating like they think they in the club. I'm seeing children imitating drunk adults, pretending like they're under the influence. I'm seeing children cursing and just things that children should not be doing. It's being broadcasted by their guardians or siblings or whoever. My concern is that we are not doing enough to protect our children's digital footprint. It can affect your self-esteem, your self-worth. It can affect your status in life for years to come. And I don't think people are really understanding that. And also, I think we need to do some self-reflection and ask ourselves the question, why are we even posting what we're posting online? Is it for clicks and likes? Is it for approval? Or is it because we truly feel as though our child have something to share with the world that would be beneficial? Things like sharing their hobbies, sharing their skills, something that would be inspirational, motivating to other kids or even adults. But we have to do a better job at creating our children's digital footprint and also drawing a line in the sand when it comes to violating our children's privacy. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, children are human beings too. Children have their own identities as well, and you can violate a child's privacy. Recording children in the bathroom, in the tub, even in their room, in sacred or safe spaces, for whatever reason. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? And I understand some things are for educational purposes, but does it really have to be online? Does it really have to be online? And I mean all of this in context. Some things, in some instances, yes, it fits, it works, it's appropriate, it's acceptable. On the other hand, a lot of it is not. When it comes to our children's digital footprint, I really want us to take into consideration the kind of futures that we are creating and setting up for our kids. Because whatever you put online is what people go by. Let's take into consideration their mental health. Let's take into consideration how that's going to affect their social skills. Let's take into consideration how that's going to affect their ability to even maybe find employment, get into certain schools. There are so many things attached to that digital footprint, that online resume. And so instead of posting things that honestly are like senseless, why not we post things that are inspiring, motivating, educational, all in context, of course, and appropriate for our kids, and also take into consideration if they even want to be online. That's a conversation that we need to have with our kids as well. So moving forward, I hope that we can take into account our children's privacy and creating a better digital footprint.
Parents who post their babies on social media but hide their faces with cute emojis. Now tell me, what's the deal? If you don't want people to see your baby's faces, don't post their pictures on social media. Period.
I stopped sharing my kids' faces on social media about 8 months ago, and here's what I'll say. If you cannot make quality content that does not revolve around your children, you need to rethink your content strategy. The reason that I chose to stop sharing my kids' faces was because we had a scary incident happen. Okay, I'm a lifestyle creator. My kids were very much a part of my content, a part of my daily vlogs and stuff. My content was not about my children and their lives, but I'm a vlogger. I'm a lifestyle creator. Of course, they're gonna come up in my content, right? But the moment something weird on social media happened with my oldest daughter, it was like a cold turkey decision. That's it. This was a personal choice for me. I'm the one who decided to grow my social media. I'm the one who wanted to put my life out there, not my children. And it's my responsibility as their parent to protect their privacy. Here's the thing. I understand people are going to post their kids on social media. I personally have no problem with that. You do what you want to do with your family. My problem comes with the creators whose content strictly revolves around their children. That is an issue for me. If the whole purpose of your account is to show off your children, that's where that becomes a problem for me. Did you ever see that video of the mom crying in the car and she like blocks out the camera and then pulls her son in and is like, we need to take a thumbnail, pretend you're crying, pretend you're crying. And she's like, pose like this and pose like this. And the kid is like, I'm actually crying, I'm really sad. And she's like, good, look at the camera. That's where my problem comes in. When I did decide to stop showing my kids on social media, I had this like, there was like a moment of, oh, but is my content still gonna perform? Is my account still gonna grow? And that gave me the ick so bad that it was literally like cold turkey. Like, if I'm asking myself that question and I have that fear, I need to reevaluate. And I did. And we're still here. We're still pushing on. My kids are still in my content. Their faces are just blurred. I'll still post pictures of them on social media. Their faces are just not in it. Like, hello, there's one of my children right there. I also don't require that other people don't post pictures of my kids unless their accounts are public or they're like actively trying to grow their following. But like if my dad wants to post a picture with his grandkids to his 50 followers, I'm fine with that. Just food for thought on this Saturday morning. If you're going through your page and you notice that all the videos that perform really well are specifically of your kids, maybe think about it. Isn't that kind of strange? I feel like that's kind of strange.
Yes. And if you know that people are sexualizing children online and you continue to post your child online knowing that, do you see where I'm going with this, right? There is currently no solution that I can think of to rid social media and the internet of the creeps. I can't think of an actual solution to that problem. And I don't think the platforms can too, because I feel like if they could, they might have done something by now. So therefore, if we can't fix the problem of these child predators online sexualizing the images and videos parents post of their children, then parents need to do the right thing and protect their children and not give these creeps access, right? Doesn't that make sense?
My husband and I don't share photos and videos of my son online. And there's two main reasons for this. The first is that I really want him to control his digital footprint. But the second is that you don't know who's watching those photos and videos. The other day I was on TikTok and I saw a video of a baby on a bed, and it was a joke about the parents arresting the baby. So the baby was in his diaper and they were putting the hands behind the baby's back. And I saw that this video had 100,000 views and 30,000 saves. And I thought, that's a lot of saves. Out of curiosity, let me see what other content this creator has and what the save rate is. So I went to this creator's page, and every other video, like there was a video that had 1 million views and 30,000 saves. So when you look at the percentage of saves, I can't help but wonder, why does that video of the baby in his diaper being patted down by his parents and then arrested, why does that have so many more saves? And again, just putting it out there, it just doesn't sit right with me that you don't know who's saving that video, who's watching that video, where they're watching that video, what they're doing when they're watching that video. And if there's one person with sinister intent with that video, to me, that's too many. And I know some people will say, but you can't live your life like that. But yes, I can. I know this is a super pessimistic view, and I know a lot of people will think this is over the top because, like, I know people who love to watch baby videos. I feel bad saying this. I just think that there are people who have good intentions with those videos, and there are people who have bad intentions with those videos. And there's a woman on TikTok who made a really, I thought, enlightening video about what predators are looking for in videos that they watch online. And one thing that she pointed out was that videos of kids eating food, like fruit, for example, apparently predators love those kinds of videos. And when you look at the number of like baby-led weaning videos on here, you know, it's no surprise why this platform and Instagram and social media in general, it makes it so much easier than it's ever been before for predators to get access to this footage of children. And I even know people on TikTok who I consider like TikTok friends who have made videos about the fact that the videos they've made of their kids eating food have a much higher save rate to other videos. And they've then made the choice to not post any more videos of their kids online, which I really respect. And that is why, or it's a big reason why I don't really want photos or videos of my kid online, because again, you just never know what someone's doing with that. And it feels so weird to talk about this because it feels like something that we shouldn't talk about, but I think it's important to raise awareness. And again, it feels horrible to be talking about this. I wish we didn't have to talk about this, but it is what it is. And what I will say is that I'm not expecting to keep 100% of photos and videos off
the internet of my son. I think that there's a reality that one day he'll go to a party and someone will take a picture and post it online, and that's fine. But as much as I can, I want to try and limit that from happening. And to be honest, even this account, right? I'm so convinced that this account would have so many more followers if I was posting adorable photos and videos of my son because he's so cute. And the only parallel that I can draw is I created an account for my dog Vigo. We had 20,000 followers in a month, and then we had 30,000 within 3 months. And a huge part of that growth was because I was posting videos of him. So I get the appeal of parents thinking like, I want to post videos and photos of my kids to draw a following. I would rather someone follow me for the content that I am sharing about my journey parenting versus someone following me because they think my kid is cute or anything down that train of thought. And again, I know that this is pessimistic and people will watch this and be like, you're thinking too much about this. But again, if one person is watching a video of my child with ill intent, to me, that's one person too many. So what do we do instead? Because a lot of people are like, well, how do you keep people updated? We have a WhatsApp group that we invite our family to if they want to be part of it. We basically, when we had our son, said, look, we're going to create a WhatsApp group to share updates about him. If you want in, let us know. And in that WhatsApp group is where we share the photos and videos. We have asked our friends and family to please not post any updates online. If they want to send it to a friend, that's fine, but we just don't want it to live online. And that's been working really well for us so far. I like that I'm protecting my son. I like that as much as possible, I want to give him the gift of owning his digital footprint. Of course, if there's like a group family photo and my son's in it, by all means, that's different. But I think content that is focused on him, I want him to own it as much as possible so that he can really craft his own digital footprint when he gets older. Because digital footprints are only going to get more important as time goes on, I think. And we have to remember that they are forever. But yeah, this is what we're doing. It works really well for us. Happy to answer any questions. And I hope that it at least invites a conversation within yourself around what you might be sharing about your kid online and if you might choose to do it differently going forward. And you might not, and that's okay. But just wanted to start a conversation.